Hey, what's up, good people? How you doing? Welcome to Stock Up with Larry Jones. Hey, just like before, this is brought to you by Stock Up You. It is the top link below. And secondly, this is also brought to you by Moo. It is Moo Monday. Let's get right into it. We have to talk about this war, this attack slash wars that's going on. I'm calling it a war, and it's an attack. All right, and of course, I'm as a Christian believer, I just pray for peace in that region of the world. We just pray for peace and no more violence, no more loss of lives. That's what I'm going to say. So I'm just going to talk about the market, stocks, as it pertains to this geopolitical situation that is happening. I know that, there's a lot of feelings on both sides, but today we're just going to talk about the stock market and the effects. That's my job. That's why I do this. And so I'm just don't want to complicate this one, okay? It's a very, very, very touchy situation. Now, I have to give you a backstory for those of you that didn't hear about it. This past Saturday, Hamas launched a land, air, and sea attack on Israel. That happened this past Saturday. At the time of filming this, over 700 people were killed in Israel, okay? I don't know how many people were killed on the other side. I just don't have that information. Okay. Hamas has fired over 4,000 rockets at Israel and have taken over 100 hostages, including high-ranking Israel officers or officials, should I say. Some of the people that have perished were Americans, and this attack, or this battle, should I call it, is going on as we speak, right? There's been a lot of fighting right there on the Gaza Strip, okay? Right, so now the United States is a supporter of Israel's defense, though Israel is not a part of NATO, but we do have a close relationship. As a matter of fact, America is sending a launcher and some equipment over there. And this is not good for the stock market, right? We don't know how much involvement America will have. We just don't know, minute by minute. But the president of the United States, let me cut this down, sorry if I'm too loud, has vowed to stand with Israel, just like other presidents before him. We have a strong alliance, America, with Israel, and that's no secret, okay? And so that's what's happening, all right? So now let's look at some of the things that's happening with the stock markets, right? Fallout from the attack reverberated through the Middle East markets on Sunday. So this is the Middle East markets on Sunday, sending stocks sliding, right? Israel's benchmark TA-35 stocks index posted its biggest loss in more than 3 years, falling 6.5%. So that would be since COVID at this point. So that is a huge drop in their overall stock market. Now look at this. Dow Jones futures fall. I looked at the futures, and the futures are down, not just the Dow at this point, but the S&P and the NASDAQ are also down at this point. Now, remember, I'm recording this hours before I post it, so anything could change very, very rapidly. Okay, so we look at some of the things that has happened in the past. So one of the things I pulled up was the attack on Pearl Harbor. I know it's not the same, but if you go back to some of the biggest wars, World War II, Pearl Harbor, that type of deal, pretty much the same thing happens to the stock market. There is a fall leading, right into it, right until the war or the attack, right? So here, when Pearl Harbor was attacked, the stock market fell 2.9%. but regain those losses in 1 month. That was, of course, from 1939 until the end of the war in 1945, right? The Dow saw an increase of 50%, more than 7% per year. So there was a rebound, right? And so I just want you to, guys, this is not is exactly what's going to happen. We don't know, because there's a lot of stuff that was going on. Let's talk about something else here. I got a sneeze coming. Of course, it's just going to come. All right. So I looked at some Israel companies. Look at this list of Israeli companies currently quoted on the NASDAQ. These are some. I would expect this a cyber. I don't know if it's cyber, for the government. So this may be up. We're going to look at this this healthcare company, DSP Group. Here it is. These are the ticker symbols. And, let's take a look at it. This is the cyber. Now, remember, this is before the war, okay? This is the NASDAQ. So, of course, it was closed on Saturday. So this is before the war, all right? And here are the other ones, okay? That was Friday the 6th right there, all right? And so we could see that Darian, the healthcare, was running up, and it was already coming down before all of this took off, rather. And you can probably look on the pre-markets at the time that you will see this early in the morning, and see in the pre-markets where these companies are. All right. So I'm not telling you what to do, but these are some of the companies that are owned. These are some of the Israeli companies that is listed on the US NASDAQ. Okay. Here we are right here. Right. So I just wanted to say that it's going to be, even before this war, I expected today to be red, right? I really did, because of what happened Friday, the job data. We went over that on the last two videos. We won't go over that again. And then the reversal, which I thought was a bit much. And now we have this war. Now, anything could happen. Today could wind up doing another reversal and going green. But it's going to be very difficult for that to happen. So I just wanted to come early and just put a little caution out there to everything that's going on. And remember, you can't just look at an individual stock when the entire stock market is doing what it's doing. It's just like when a high tide comes in, all ships raise, okay? And when the tide goes out, all of the ships, they settle back down. And so that's what's happening. So right now, rather than looking at one play or asking about one stock, you should be looking at the entire stock market. Now, there's going to be some people right at opening bell. They're going to start shorting the stock market. And that's understandable, and some people will start, will be playing the VIX. Some people will be trading the SPY, and some people will be shorting the Qs, right? And so all of that is understandable. I just wanted to come and bring you the news based on what's happening with this war and how it affects the U.S. stock market. Okay, so I just wanted to come in. It is in the middle of the night here. So I'm recording this very, very, very early, or late Sunday night, or extremely early Monday morning, so you could have it on your radar right at opening bell or on your way to work. But remember, we pray for peace. Myself, I pray for peace on the Gaza Strip, peace in Israel, peace. I pray for peace over this world. I know that there's going to be a lot of political comments going on this week, or where, what side you're on and all of that. But I just pray for peace in all of this and no more loss of lives. Okay, so we could get back to our regular turmoil here in the United States. Hopefully, this could get under control before other countries have to get involved and this becomes an all-out war. We still have, the Ukraine-Russia situation going on, and now we have this, and then America, of course. Here we have to start sending more, artillery, and at some point we're going to start putting boots on the ground or sending our guys in the planes, which we are sending. We are sending some planes over there to Israel right now, and that gets us involved, and it gets crazy. Now I expect oil to start actually spiking up. Oil was on its way down. There was just a report yesterday that said a gallon of gas should, go down. But I believe that the effect of Israel's attack is going to make oil prices go back up. Let me know what you think about what's going on and how it's going to affect the stock market. Okay, we're going to leave it right there. Good people, you be blessed. All I can say right now is it's time to watch and it's time to pray. All right, live, love, laugh, and learn.